Every time you share a breakthrough idea or a moment of true connection, your mind sparks a literal, miniature Big Bang of creative energy. This comparison illustrates that the architecture of human thought mirrors the structural layout of the cosmos. Our internal networks are physically organized on a scale that aligns with the organization of space itself. That biological drive to connect and share serves as the engine that actually shapes our reality. When we hit on a new concept, we build entirely new worlds in real time. Those moments of pure inspiration are defined by serendipity, luck, and absolute freedom of thought. But projecting that raw, beautiful energy into the open leaves the creator completely exposed. The reality of the external world is far less welcoming than the cosmos. Projecting positive, outward energy frequently acts as a magnet for malicious actors. These bad actors operate on a highly specific psychological mindset, focused entirely on dismantling positive growth. You can see their exact enforcement mandate here. We won't ban them. We will fuck them up good, though. That destructive intent operates like a violent surface storm, aggressively seeking out the loudest, most visible builders and tearing down their structures. If expressing creativity inevitably pains a target on your back for malicious disruption, how do you survive without abandoning your work entirely? Outward expansion alone leaves you vulnerable. To survive, you have to escape the surface entirely and construct your work in a completely different environment. The ecological alternative to fighting a surface storm is diving deep beneath the chaos, anchoring down where the turbulence simply cannot reach. This cross-section shows surface wave energy being fully absorbed by a massive coral reef on the floor. Nature uses this deep-sea ecosystem as the ultimate safety shield. The reef quietly absorbs the destructive force, continuing to grow and glow in the dark, completely undisturbed. This biological mechanism demonstrates that the most powerful forms of protection and expansion happen quietly, entirely invisible to the spotlight. We can map this ecological defense directly onto human psychology. We have to construct our own impenetrable internal sanctuaries to guard our minds. Building an internal psychological empire requires actively carving out a space completely hidden from external noise and hostile mandates. Even at the bottom of the darkest depths, the sun finds a way to pierce through the heavy water. That golden light of core inspiration sustains the creator when the surface is chaotic. Stepping into that solitary, sunken space gives you a moment to stand in awe of your own inner depth, safely removed from any external attack. The emotional reality of this sanctuary is fierce and quiet. It feels ancient, entirely untouched by the hostile world raging above. Building this internal fortress provides a strategic defensive anchor. It creates a space where growth continues, regardless of the environmental conditions on the surface. The ultimate builder relies on holding both of these contrasting worlds at exactly the same time to feel whole. This visualizes the equilibrium required. The cosmic fire on one side strictly sparks new ideas, while the sunken, deep blue water on the other reflects upon and protects them. Achieving that dual existence strips hostile forces of their leverage. Their mandates lose all power when you stop playing in their designated arena. Those external attacks remain permanently trapped at the volatile surface, physically incapable of reaching the fortified depths of a creator's true mind. Surviving chaos does not require fighting hostile forces directly on their own terms. You survive by outbuilding them in a dimension they cannot access. It is only within that deep, guarded space, a sacred sanctuary of internal peace, that you find a purity of love and shed tears for the real feeling of loving the universe. This microscopic view represents a hypothesis that early life was actually purple, optimized to absorb light in deep water, long before green plants existed. Our biological history suggests a foundational ability to find and utilize light in the most unexpected environments. Every atom within you was forged in that same cosmic furnace. You carry the structural legacy of supernovas, a physical composition that has already survived the most violent events in the universe's history. Keep sparking those miniature Big Bangs. Continue creating beautiful, expansive worlds outward, while keeping your core safely anchored in the impenetrable depths. True resilience is the quiet realization that your inner universe will always be infinitely larger and stronger than any external threat.